cam action.
What's going on, everybody? This is going to be my first Netflix review. Today we're looking at Cam, which is a new Netflix movie about a woman who wants to be the top 50 cam girls in America, or whatever state. I think it's America. But while she's trying that, she logs on one day and finds out that somebody has taken her identity on his cam girl website and is actually helping her out. I don't know why she gets upset, but she wants to figure out who this identical person like her is and what she's doing. It's very interesting, and let's get into it. This is a very interesting movie. It's not like it's a thriller. It's not really a horror. You do see some blood, but it's a bunch of fake outs. So, and this woman goes to the extreme. The movie has a pretty interesting opening. It really gets you invested. Like, okay, holy shit, where is this going? And then it's a fake out, but it's hilarious. This woman is just willing to do whatever she can do on this cam girl website to be the most popular one. She wants to get to like number 50 at least, out of like 150,000 people, and she's like number 52, and she's like, I want to be 50. And then she's like, why is this number one girl so popular? She doesn't do anything. She doesn't show her tits. And then you find out why she's popular later on. What I like about this movie is that you don't get bored. Like a movie like this where there's not like, you know, blood and guts. It's an interesting thriller. Like I said, it's not a slasher. There's not like deaths in it really, but it's still very fun to watch. It is interesting to think that there's this many people out there that do this shit. I've never heard of this stuff before this movie. These cam girl things, I guess they're real, but I found it very odd. Like people are just spending hundreds of dollars on tokens to give the girls and tell them to do things. Like, this is a real thing? People do this shit? And those emojis? Those emojis have me cracking up. Like, does this website really have these emojis, like, for every occasion? Like, emojis splitting their heads open and just boners popping? Like, these emojis exist. They're real. This whole movie is centered around one character. Like, there's other characters, but it's mainly focused on one person throughout the whole movie. So if her acting was terrible, this movie would suck. But thankfully, she's good. This movie kind of has like a unfriended dark web, or the first one type of supernatural vibe, because it is kind of supernatural, and you find out a couple revelations here and there. But a couple of them I kind of saw coming. Because when they say things like, "Oh, this guy's an IT person," and you're like, "Well, that's gonna come into play later, right?" You don't have too many red herrings, and the things that were revealed, I kind of just knew. I picked up on it. But here's the negative, alright? There's no fucking way this girl knew how to do what she did at the beginning of the movie. Alright, I'm not going to spoil it, but there's no way she set that up. Alright? There's just no way. And I do think there was some exposition needed that we didn't get. Like, it doesn't really explain what's going on is going on. It's just kind of, you get this guy who goes, you know, this is happening, I don't know who's doing it, but I just kind of know when it's going to happen. I don't want to spoil too much, but trust me, this movie's very entertaining. It keeps you guessing what's going on, but it doesn't really give you, like, all the answers, I don't think. Like, she's like, what's really going on? Like, how is this happening? Like, at first I'm like, is this like a Mission Impossible, like, fake face? Like, someone's gonna take this woman's face off? No, but it's not that. That would have been interesting. But I just feel like there was exposition needed that we didn't get. Some explaining that I did not get. Because I still have questions about how that shit was happening. And holy fuck, that third act, what she does, it had me, like, grossed out. Like, ugh, I was just, it's disgusting, trust me. I will say that she has a couple of dumb character decisions. I'm glad she had a taser finally at one point, but it's like, why didn't you take that taser into the restaurant? Why did you leave it out in the car? Like, that's a stupid decision. But overall, this movie was pretty fun. It's a Netflix movie, so I can't give it a rating of anything besides, should you see it on Netflix or should you not? This movie has lots of nudity in it, so be aware. Don't watch this with your family. Watch this by yourself. But yes, you should totally watch it on Netflix. I thought it was worth it. It was pretty interesting. It opened up with a very interesting open, and it had a very cool third act and lots of interesting revelations in there. Still wish there would have been just a little bit more explaining as to how what was happening, but it's still a good watch, so you should definitely go out and watch it. Those are my thoughts on Cam. Have you seen this movie? It's been on Netflix for a while now, at least a month or so. I think it's fairly new, so you should check it out. It's popular on Netflix right now in the popular section. Let me know what your thoughts are on this movie, and as always, remember to hit that like button to support this video and to subscribe by clicking on my beautiful cartoon face in 5 seconds to see more. And until next time, auf Wiedersehen.